The Alfa Romeo 33 is a small family car produced by the Italian automaker Alfa Romeo between 1983 and 1995. From a mechanical standpoint, it was essentially an evolution of its predecessor, the Alfasud, whose floorpan, chassis and drivetrain were carried over albeit with modifications to the suspension and braking system. The Nissan-based Alfa Romeo Arna was launched shortly after, offering a similarly sized but lower-priced car. The 33 has a unique place in the Alfa Romeo history, as nearly 1 million of these cars were produced. During its 11-year lifespan, the 33 saw a light facelift in 1986 and a significant restyle in 1989. The 33 was discontinued in 1994 and replaced by the Alfa Romeo 145 and 146, which used the same boxer engines but built around an entirely new platform based on the Fiat Tipo. First series. Initially known as the Alfa 33, the 5-door hatchback was launched in 1983 and a station wagon version was introduced the following year at the same time as a 4-wheel drive version of the hatchback. The hatchback was styled by Ermanno Cressoni at the Centro-style Alfa Romeo, while the station wagon was designed by Pininfarina. The 33 became renowned for its nimble handling and powerful boxer engines, but also became equally well known for its unreliable electronics and tendencies to rust. Another issue was its braking and increased unsprung weight. The Alfasud's inboard front disc brakes had been moved to the more common outboard discs. The rear discs of the Sud's 4-wheel disc arrangement had also been replaced with drums. The car featured numerous innovations for the company, including an instrument binnacle that moved up and down with the adjustable steering wheel, and a plastic bonnet. The UK launch promoted the sleek design, and the Daily Mail noted its low drag coefficient of 0.36, and very impressive in 1983 with only bigger cars such as the Ford Sierra and Audi 100 able to better it. At launch 2 models were available, 33 1.3 and 33 1.5 Quadrifoglio Oro. Both engines were SOHC boxers fed by a twin-choke carburetor, carried over from the Alfasud along with its 5-speed gearbox, a 1350cc developing 76 picoseconds at 6,000 rpms, and a 1490cc developing 85 picoseconds at 5,800 rpms. Unlike on the Alfasud, fifth gear acted like an overdrive gear and top speed was reached in fourth. The luxurious 1.5 Quadrifoglio Oro was distinguished by a silver grille, two-tone paintwork and clear front turn indicator lenses outside. By beige Xalfa leatherette cloth interior, a wood-tone steering wheel and shifter knob inside. Standard equipment included bronze-tinted glass, headlight wipers, twin-wing mirrors and trip computer. A 4-wheel drive variant, the 33 1.54X4, was introduced at the 1983 Frankfurt Motor Show and commercialized in December. It was assembled by Pininfarina in Grugliasco, Turin. Normally front-wheel drive, the 4-wheel drive system could be engaged manually by the driver at any speed, via a handle in front of the gear lever. Like the Quadrifoglio Oro, the 4X4 was characterized by two-tone paint, either metallic red or silver, separated from a black lower body by a double white pinstripe. The grille matched the body color. Equipment level was also the same as on the richer Quadrifoglio Oro. Ride height was raised in comparison to standard 33s. The 33 1.5 Giardinator, a 5-door estate designed and like the 4X4 hatchback assembled by Pininfarina, made its dark copyright but at the March 1984 Geneva Motor Show. The Giardinator went on sale in 4X4 guise in June and was joined later in the year by a front-wheel drive model, shown at the Turin Motor Show in November. Another Quadrifoglio top-of-the-range model, this time the sporting 1.5 Quadrifoglio Verde, was put on sale in June 1984. It was powered by a 105 picoseconds version of the 1490cc Boxer, equipped with double twin-choke carburetors like on the Sprint 1.5 QV Coupe copyright. Alfa Romeo claimed a top speed of over 185 km per hour. The Quadrifoglio Verde could be recognized from its specific grille, additional plastic spoilers under both body color bumpers, side skirts, and grey 8-hole alloy wheels with low-profile 185/60 hours 14 tyres. It was only available in two paint colours: Euro Alpha Red or optional metallic silver, Euro highlighted by a light grey stripe in the body's side indent. In the cabin there were sport seats in black and grey cloth, a leather-covered steering wheel and additional gauges for voltmeter and oil pressure. October 1984 saw the introduction of the updated model year 1985 range, later displayed at the 60th Turin Motor Show. The main change was the introduction of one choke per cylinder carburetor setups, Euro like on the Quadrifoglio Verde, Euro on all models but on the base 1.3. This gave birth to the 33 1.3S, a sportier 1.3 which put out 86 picoseconds at 5,500 RPMs, or 10 picoseconds more than the standard. The 1.5 on the estates in Quadrifoglio Arna now had 95 picoseconds. Minor changes were made to the equipment of most models but the recently introduced 1.5 QV, such as the adoption of side skirts and a black grille on the Quadrifoglio Arna. With the arrival of the 1.3S and front-wheel drive Giardinator, for 1985 the lineup included 7 models: 1.3, 1.3S, 1.5 Quadrifoglio Arna, 1.5 Quadrifoglio Verde, 1.5 4x4, 1.5 Giardinator and 1.5 Giardinator 4x4. Engines. First series facelift. In autumn 1986 a mild facelift resulted in a revised range. Exterior alterations were limited to clear indicator lens, wheel covers and alloy wheels of new design, the adoption of side skirts by all models, and a new front grille. Two-tone paint schemes were discontinued. If outside there were only detail changes, the interior was more deeply revised. Starting from a more conventionally designed dashboard and steering wheel, which superseded the innovative movable instrument binnacle. All 1.5 variants now had the 105 picoseconds engine from the now discontinued 1.5 QV. A TI trim level was exclusive to the front-wheel drive 1.5 hatchback. Changes were made to the suspension, brakes and gearbox, with closer spaced ratios. A new 1,712 cc, 118 picoseconds engine was introduced on the 1.7 Quadrifoglio Verde, which replaced the 1.5 QV. The 1.7 engine was developed from the 1.5 by enlarging bore and stroke. It also used new cylinder heads, incorporating hydraulic tappets. To cope with the increased power, the new QV was equipped with vented front brake discs. The 1.7 QV looked close to its predecessor, but had lost the grey mid-body stripe and gained new alloy wheels, wind deflectors on the front windows, more pronounced side skirts and a rear body colour spoiler on the boot lid. Inside it featured a leather-covered steering wheel, red carpets, and leatherette-backed sport seats upholstered in a gris-red checkered cloth. On the Italian and some other markets a 1.8 TD turbo diesel variant was also available. Like all diesels fitted to Alfa Romeo passenger cars at the time, it was supplied by VM Motori. In order to fit in an engine bay designed for the short boxer engine, a straight 3 layout had to be chosen. A balance shaft helped offset vibrations. Fitted with a KKK turbocharger Euro, but no intercooler Euro, the 1,779 cc diesel produced 54 kilowatts. In all the 1986 models were 9, 1.3, 1.3S, 1.5 Ti, 1.5 4x4, 1.7 Quadrifoglio Verde and 1.8 TD Berliners, and 1.5, 1.5 4x4 and 1.8 TD Giardinators. In the United Kingdom only 1.5 and 1.7 green clover leaf hatchback models were sold, as well as a market-specific 1.7 Sportwagen estate. All three were also available in Veloce versions, outfitted by Alfa Romeo GB with a color-matching Zenda body kit. During 1988 the last updates before the major 1990 model revision were phased in. In April the Giardinator was rechristened Sportwagen, and became available in 1.3S, 1.5 4x4, 1.7 Quadrifoglio Verde and 1.8 TD variants. The first fuel-injected petrol engine 33, The 33 1.7IE was introduced a few months later, in July. It was the same 1712cc's boxer from the 1.7 QV, which had received Bosch 3.1 LE Jetronic electronic fuel injection and electronic ignition as well. It developed 110 picoseconds, slightly less than the carburetted version. In some countries it was also marketed in a catalytic converter-equipped variant. The 1.7IE was distinguished from other models by the quadrifolio side skirts, slate grey painted bumpers, and velour upholstery. At the same time all models got some cosmetic tweaks. The upper bar in the grille was now matched to body color, there was Glen-played cloth upholstery on base models, and quadrifolio verds sported red piping across the front end, where bumper and grille met. Engines equals. Second series. The 33 was given a more extensive facelift in the end of 1989, the Series 2 or No over 33, which went on sale in January 1990. This featured a revised interior, the introduction of fuel injection, the 1.7-litre engine upgraded to include a 137 picosecond 16-valve version, and a heavily restyled front and rear ends, in line with the new Alfa family look established by the flagship 164. Also a new four-wheel drive version was introduced called the Permanent 4, which was renamed to Q4 starting from 1992. Late production 33s also do not suffer from the rust problems of their ancestors, as their frames are galvanized in the manner Alfa Romeo introduced with the 164. Engines equals. Z33 Free-Time prototype. Zagato made a tall-bodied three-door prototype, a compact MPV anticipating the Renault Scar copyright nick by over a decade. Called the Z33 Free-Time, this was shown at the 1984 Geneva Motor Show, but the project remained a single prototype. The Free-Time was no longer than the regular 33 at just under 4 meters and retained most of its driving characteristics, but with greatly increased interior space. The tiny six-seater was based on the chassis of the 33 but was visually more related to the Giulietta. Notes. References. External links, Dutch Alfa Club with lots of technical information, Alfa Romeo 33 restoration and technical information, Alfa Romeo 33 service manuals download site, Alfa Romeo 33 Boxer technical AZ and history of Boxer engine.